Have you ever wondered how the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus can help us unlock a deeper sense of inner freedom and self-mastery in our modern lives? As one of the most influential Stoic thinkers, Epictetus offers a powerful and practical framework for cultivating the mindset and habits that can lead to greater personal autonomy and fulfillment. Born around 50 AD, Epictetus was a Greek Stoic philosopher who spent much of his life as a slave before gaining his freedom and becoming a renowned teacher of Stoic philosophy. His teachings, which were recorded by his student Arrian in the work known as the Discourses and the Enchiridion, or Handbook, have endured for centuries, offering timeless insights into the human condition and the path to true happiness and freedom. But what exactly are the core principles and practices of Epictetus Stoicism, and how can they be applied to our modern lives? Let's dive in and explore the transformative wisdom that this extraordinary thinker has to offer. At the heart of Epictetus Stoicism is the fundamental distinction between what is within our control and what is not. Like other Stoic philosophers, Epictetus believed that we have complete control over our own thoughts, judgments, and actions, but no control over external circumstances or events. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. A non-Stoic might get angry, honk their horn, and let the frustration ruin their entire day. Epictetus, on the other hand, would recognize that he has no control over the traffic, but he does have control over how he responds to it. He might take a deep breath, turn on some calming music, and use the time in traffic to plan his meeting or reflect on his priorities for the day. This idea of control is central to Epictetus' teachings because it empowers us to focus our energy and attention on the things we can influence, rather than getting bogged down by the things we can't. By accepting that we can't control everything that happens to us, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and anxiety, and instead, we can channel our efforts into what truly matters. Epictetus believed that by cultivating a deep understanding and acceptance of this principle of control, we can unlock a profound sense of inner freedom and self-mastery. He would often remind his students that it's not things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. In other words, it's not the external circumstances themselves that cause us distress, but rather our own thoughts, beliefs, and interpretations about those circumstances. Imagine you're facing a significant setback or challenge in your life, perhaps a job loss, a health issue, or the end of an important relationship. A non-Stoic might get caught up in a spiral of negative emotions, feeling helpless and overwhelmed. Epictetus, on the other hand, might acknowledge the difficulty of the situation, but he would also encourage you to focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and your response to the circumstances. By cultivating this Stoic mindset, Epictetus believed that we can not only weather the storms of life, but also emerge from them with greater inner strength, resilience, and self-awareness. This idea of using adversity as an opportunity for growth and transformation is a central theme in his teachings, and it offers a powerful antidote to the pervasive sense of fragility and victimhood that can sometimes characterize modern life. Another key principle in Epictetus Stoicism is the idea of virtue, or the pursuit of qualities and behaviors that are inherently good and align with the natural order of things. Epictetus believed that by cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we can develop the inner resources to resist temptation, stay focused on our long-term goals, and live a life of greater fulfillment and purpose. Imagine you're trying to stick to a healthy eating plan, but your coworker brings in a box of donuts to the office. A non-stoic might succumb to the temptation and indulge, letting their impulses override their long-term goals. Epictetus, on the other hand, might recognize the pull of the donuts, but he would tap into his sense of temperance and self-discipline to politely decline, knowing that staying true to his healthy eating plan is more important in the long run. By cultivating virtues like temperance, Epictetus believed that we can develop the inner strength and resilience to overcome our impulses and desires, and to stay aligned with what is truly important to us. This idea of virtue is not about rigid rules or moral absolutism, but rather about aligning our actions with what is inherently good and beneficial, both for ourselves and for the greater good. Another key aspect of Epictetus Stoicism is the concept of amor fati, or love of fate. Like other Stoics, Epictetus believed that we should embrace and accept the circumstances of our lives, rather than constantly wishing they were different. This doesn't mean that we should passively accept everything that happens to us, but rather that we should focus on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and responses. Imagine you're trying to stick to a fitness routine, but you keep getting derailed by unexpected events or obligations that pop up. A non-stoic might get frustrated and give up on their goals, feeling like the universe is conspiring against them. Epictetus, on the other hand, might acknowledge the challenges, but he would approach them with a sense of resilience and determination, knowing that he has the power to overcome them and stay true to his fitness goals. By cultivating a love of fate and a sense of acceptance towards the circumstances of our lives, we can free up mental and emotional energy that might otherwise be spent resisting or trying to control things that are out of our hands. This can help us stay focused and disciplined, even in the face of unexpected challenges or setbacks. Epictetus also emphasized the importance of self-sufficiency, or the belief that true happiness and fulfillment can only come from within, rather than from external sources. He believed that we should not rely on wealth, status, or the opinions of others to find happiness, but rather, we should cultivate a sense of inner peace and self-reliance. Imagine you're feeling down about your job, or frustrated by the constant pressure to keep up with the latest trends and social media influencers. A non-stoic might try to find happiness and validation through material possessions, social media likes, or the approval of others. Epictetus, on the other hand, might recognize that true fulfillment comes from within, and he might focus on developing his own sense of purpose, meaning, and inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. By embracing the principle of self-sufficiency, Epictetus and the Stoics encourage us to free ourselves from the constant pursuit of external validation and the stress of constantly trying to keep up with others. Instead, we can focus on developing our own inner resources and finding happiness and meaning in our own actions and choices. Of course, These core principles of Stoicism, as embodied by the teachings of Epictetus, are not just abstract ideas, they are meant to be put into practice in our daily lives. Epictetus was a big proponent of practical exercises and techniques that could help individuals cultivate these virtues and mindsets. One of the most well-known Stoic practices is the negative visualization exercise. This involves imagining the worst-case scenario or the most challenging circumstances that we might face, and then mentally rehearsing how we would respond to them. This can help us cultivate a sense of resilience and adaptability, and it can also help us identify and address any weaknesses or vulnerabilities in our own character. Imagine you're trying to save up for a big purchase, but you keep getting tempted to spend money on things you don't really need. A non-Stoic might succumb to the temptation and overspend, only to regret it later. Epictetus, on the other hand, might imagine what it would be like to not have the money he needs for that purchase, or to have to put it off indefinitely. By mentally rehearsing how he would respond to that scenario, he can strengthen his self-discipline and make it easier to resist the temptation to spend. Another Stoic practice that can be incredibly helpful is the morning routine. Epictetus, like other Stoics, believed that how we start our day can have a profound impact on our mindset and productivity throughout the rest of the day. By establishing a consistent morning routine that incorporates Stoic principles, we can cultivate the habits and mental states that support our long-term goals and values. A Stoic morning routine, as practiced by Epictetus, might include things like reflecting on your values and principles, and how you can align your actions with them throughout the day. Practicing mindfulness or meditation to cultivate a sense of calm and focus. Engaging in physical exercise to energize your body and mind. Reviewing your schedule and priorities for the day, and identifying any potential challenges or obstacles. Visualizing yourself successfully navigating the day's events and accomplishing your goals. By incorporating these types of practices into your morning routine, you can set yourself up for a day of increased focus, discipline, and alignment with your core values, much like the renowned Stoic philosopher himself. One of the most striking aspects of Epictetus' teachings is his emphasis on the importance of self-awareness and introspection. He believed that by examining our own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. In the Enchiridion, for example, Epictetus encourages his readers to be careful to keep in good repair the paltry body that has been given you. This idea of self-care and self-knowledge is a recurring theme throughout his writings. Imagine you're feeling overwhelmed by the demands of your daily life, the constant pressure to be productive, the endless stream of notifications and distractions, the never-ending to-do list. A non-Stoic might try to power through, pushing themselves to the brink of burnout. Epictetus, on the other hand, might encourage you to take a step back and engage in some honest self-reflection. He might ask you to consider how you're spending your time and energy, and whether you're truly living in alignment with your values and priorities. By cultivating this practice of self-awareness and introspection, Epictetus believed that we can gain greater clarity and control over our lives, and find more meaning and fulfillment in the process. This idea of self-knowledge is a recurring theme throughout his teachings, and it serves as a powerful antidote to the distractions and pressures of modern life. Another key aspect of Epictetus Stoicism that is particularly relevant to our modern world is his emphasis on the importance of cultivating resilience and adaptability. In the Discourses, he often encourages his students to embrace the inevitability of change and to develop the inner resources to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and equanimity. Imagine you're facing a significant setback or challenge in your life, perhaps a job loss, a health issue, or the end of an important relationship. A non-Stoic might get caught up in a spiral of negative emotions, feeling helpless and overwhelmed. Epictetus, on the other hand, might acknowledge the difficulty of the situation, but he would also encourage you to focus on what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your response to the circumstances. By cultivating this Stoic mindset of resilience and adaptability, Epictetus believed that we can not only weather the storms of life, but also emerge from them stronger and more capable. This idea of using adversity as an opportunity for growth and transformation is a central theme in his teachings, and it offers a powerful antidote to the pervasive sense of fragility and victimhood that can sometimes characterize modern life. Ultimately, the lessons we can learn from the Stoicism of Epictetus are both timeless and profoundly relevant to our modern world. Whether we're seeking guidance on how to manage our thoughts and emotions, how to make decisions that align with our values, or how to find meaning and purpose in the face of life's challenges, the insights and perspectives of this remarkable thinker can serve as an invaluable resource. By embracing the principles of control, virtue, amor fati, and self-sufficiency, as reflected in Epictetus' teachings, we can cultivate a greater sense of inner freedom, resilience, and alignment with our deepest values and goals. And by putting these ideas into practice through exercises like negative visualization and a thoughtful morning routine, we can transform these philosophical concepts into tangible, life-changing habits and mindsets. So, why not dive into the writings of Epictetus and see how his timeless wisdom can enrich and empower your own life? The journey of self-discovery and growth is a lifelong one, but with the guidance of this extraordinary Stoic thinker, you can navigate it with greater clarity, purpose, and inner strength. If you found this exploration of Epictetus Stoicism and its relevance to modern life helpful, be sure to hit the like button, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel for more content on Stoicism, personal development, and the wisdom of the ancients. Together, we can unlock the transformative power of these timeless teachings and use them to create a better, more fulfilling life.